Hi guys, welcome to the channel. In the previous video we discussed the differences between physical properties of metals and non-metals. Today we shall discuss the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. How do metals react with oxygen, air, that is water, and acid, so many things. Okay, what is the chemical nature of these substances we shall study, right? So all of you know about the rust, that ion gets rusted when it is exposed to the atmosphere, right? So when ion it reacts with the air, moisture or water present in the atmosphere, so it gets rusted. So what is the reason for that rust? The reason for that rust is that it is going to react with oxygen in the atmosphere, and it's also going to react with the water in the atmosphere, and it is going to form a brown color substance, and that is known as iron oxide. So along with that some water molecules will be there. So the reaction of ion with oxygen and water is going to give you that Fe 3O4 dot XH2O, where X is the number of water molecules, right? So I think you already learned this. Then magnesium and oxygen, the burning of magnesium ribbon is going to turn the magnesium metal into ashes, right? So any burning process will give you ashes, and white ashes will be formed, and that white ashes will be nothing but magnesium oxide. Okay, so the formula will be MgO. The formula of magnesium oxide is MgO, right? So this is what is happening when this ion and magnesium they react with oxygen. They are going to form oxides. What they are going to form? They are going to form oxides. Ion plus oxygen, iron oxide, that is brown color rust, and magnesium when you burn with oxygen. So burning process is essentially reaction with oxygen. Okay, so therefore magnesium oxide is a ash which you get, right? So here what you need to understand is that when metals they react with oxygen, or uh, they are going to form metal oxides. Okay, so let us do an activity uh, to understand what is the nature of the rust that has been formed when ion and oxygen and water they react with each other, right? So what you need to take is you need to collect a rust of the ion, and you should dissolve it in a water. So you can see that rust is going to remain suspended in this container, right? Or in the water. So you should just take a red litmus paper and blue litmus paper, and you should check what is the nature of these substances. So here in the test tube there is rust is there, rust suspension is there. Take a small amount of that rust, take a red litmus paper, and that red litmus paper is going to turn into blue color. Okay, so uh, which substances turn the red litmus paper into blue litmus paper? That is base. Acids turn blue into red, and bases turn red litmus paper into blue. Okay, so it means that this rust is what kind of nature? What kind of nature this rust has? It has a basic nature, because it is turning red litmus paper into blue litmus paper, right? So you can say in general that these metal oxides, uh, their nature is that the metal oxides are basic in nature. So my question to you is, does the copper also get rusted? Yes, it also gets rusted, or you can say it also gets corroded, because in your home, if there are copper vessels, copper utensils which are made up of copper, then you use them to store the water, and you just look at the bottom of that container or the vessel, you can see that that bottom has turned into a greenish color, right? A green color coating will be formed at the bottom of these copper vessels. So then what is the reason? The reason is nothing but uh, when you expose the copper vessels for a moisture, then what happens is this copper is going to react with the water, and also it is going to react with carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere, and also it is going to react with the oxygen. So copper, when it reacts with moisture uh, or H2O and carbon dioxide, and it also reacts with oxygen, and it is going to form two things here. One is a copper hydroxide and copper carbonate. These together, the formula of copper hydroxide is CuH twice, and copper carbonate is CuCO3, that is copper carbonate. So these two substances are formed by the reaction of copper with water and carbon dioxide and oxygen. So these two are responsible for the giving the green color for the uh, these copper vessels. Okay, so I think you understood today's class. Okay, so thank you guys.